Hi everyone, my name is Junshan O. The topic I will be doing today is finding a suitable place for an animal to live at Mississauga. The 21st century is an era of new science and new technology. We are extremely fortunate to be one of the witnesses of the rapidly developing technologies, and one of the beneficiaries of welfare that high tech brings to our society. However, every coin has two sides. Even though Canada is covered by a large land of diversified vegetation, the development of human society has threatened the habitat of many species. As a result, finding a proper place to live for animals seems to be a responsible and necessary action that needs to be taken. Deer are doable animals we can usually see in Mississauga, especially near UTM. We all like this lovely species, and we will be dispirited if deer in Mississauga are harmed by human activities. Therefore, the object of my project is to find a real proper habitat for deer in Mississauga. By successfully accomplish the object, we can also use the model to determine the proper habitat for other similar species. Therefore, in this project, I'm about to do something that relates to how we should protect the animals in Mississauga by providing a suitable area for those species to live. There are numbers of land will transfer into residential use or commercial purposes each year in roughly 20,000 hectares, which deeply force our forest land declines in number. Especially the number of living species were rapidly going down in Mississauga. So, taking care of them in well secured is necessary and important. As we can see from the graph, agriculture costs 41% of deforestation, 37% in resource extraction, 12% in urban development. So basically, animals are losing their living area. So, I collected the data from the following data source website: Mississauga Data, City of Mississauga. I found Mississauga boundary in shapefile, Water of Ontario in shapefile, Buildings of Ontario in shapefile, Manufacturing of Ontario in shapefile, Road Network of Ontario in shapefile, Numbers of trees in Mississauga in shapefile, and finally, the natural area of Mississauga in shapefile. I use QGIS as my software. For tools, I use buffer, dissolve, clip, reclassify to begin the project. At the beginning, since we don't need to use an entire Ontario data, therefore, I will use clip tool to clip out all the water, buildings, manufacturers, road, protected natural area within Mississauga boundaries, as the picture showing here. So, after clipping all the data, in this step, we clearly see all the necessary data have shown. The next step, I will use buffer and dissolve to figure out which area are the most impacted by pollution or some other unexpected factors that not good for animals to live. The reason why I'm buffering the area is trying to away from it, just like the pictures. So, in mythology, after we found impacted area, the next step is finding the protected natural area by the government. And what I need to do now is finding the natural area that away from all the impacted area and human activities and close to the river and trees. So we will be using distance to nearest points to calculate the best area that near river and natural area, as well as away from human activities and impacted area close to the river and mountains. In this map, red points indicate the area that are not good for animals to live. Yellow points indicate the area that close to the river and natural area. Although some of the yellow points fulfill with living condition, still they are too close to the impacted factory area. Therefore, those points that circled it with yellow are the most suitable place for animals to live at Mississauga, and the greatest area for them will be point A, B, C, D, and E. For expected result, after putting those species into a suitable place to live, the numbers of species will retain growing, which benefit the entire ecosystem in balance, as well as balancing the food chain system. Moreover, protecting them can also let our future generation to enjoy this beautiful natural world and these incredible species. It is also important to understand how those species interact the ecosystem and how they affected the environment. Earth is made up of balanced system. Every creature has a role to play in its formation and circulation. They are playing an important part of this system as well. Their conservation is important, as their extinction marks the beginning of human extinction. Therefore, protecting those animals and finding a suitable place for them is something that necessary. Thank you for listening.